Y'all see him in the streets struggling, young, dumb, and thuggin', give a fuck about nothing. Stuck at rock bottom, trying to come up on something. Pumping from sundown to sun.
What's up, guys? Shoot Just here. Welcome back to my channel. We're back with another reaction, and today I'm actually jumping into the final season of Better Call Saul. This is season 6, episode 1, Wine and Roses. And yeah, I was a little bit hesitant today to actually turn on the camera before jumping in this episode because obviously I never reacted to the previous seasons of the show, but I swear to God, it feels like I've seen it a million times up until this point, not only having watched the show, but also seeing pretty much every other YouTube channel's reactions to it. So I'm definitely caught up on the series. I definitely know my stuff when it comes to the series, but yeah, where they left off, much like most people also, I should say this, Breaking Bad is one of my favorite shows of all time. So I have been watching this show from the very beginning, and like I was saying, where they left off with one hell of a cliffhanger, I can't wait to jump in, catch up with all these characters, and I guess find out their ultimate fates, because this is it, guys, the final season of Better Call Saul, and I don't know what else is going to happen in regards to the Breaking Bad universe after this, if we're even going to get anything else at all. Fingers crossed we do, but yeah, I definitely want to see Nacho on the run. I don't think he's going to make it out of this series. I definitely want to catch up with Gus and Mike and see what they end up doing to Lalo. I definitely want to see Kim, I guess, Breaking Bad, going to the dark side. And I haven't even mentioned the title character, our lead character, Saul Goodman. Are we going to further see his evolution into the Saul Goodman we all know and love from Breaking Bad? It seems to be that way, but if you guys look for my full reactions to the show, the link to my Patreon is down in the description below. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, now's a very good time to click that button down below. Smash the like button while you're there. With that said, let's jump right in. Let's check it out. Let's go. You already know the directing and cinematography for this final season is just going to be incredible. There's color. I know his cover was blown the last time we saw him. Viagra. Alright, we're off to a stiff start. It's a nice mural. That one's even better. Not a bathtub kind of guy though. Holy shit. Golden shit. Nice toilet. I like my showers. H.G. Wells, The Time Machine. I caught that. There he is. I don't know what that was though. Cutout? Standy, yeah. So this was definitely his pad. Don't throw it out! I want that! I would love to have one of those cardboard cutouts. That was the thing that Kim had, right? So Kim was still there? Or did he keep it? Where's Kim now? Okay, now we're going back. They killed him off at the start of the season, I'll be pissed. If he's dead at the end, the show's ending anyway, I guess I'll be okay with it, even though I want his character to live.
Yeah.
Where are you?
Across the river maybe an hour ago.
Anybody see you?
No.
Keep it that way.
Keep moving. I know he said he's been running for like 2 hours, but it's not enough. Lalo's on his way. At first I was thinking that was Gus's little village, but this can't be anywhere near that.
Don Eduardo, qué gusto verlo. Ah, cabrón, no más el hombre de la montaña.
Mountain Man.
Así sí top.
Arréglate para don Eduardo.
Oye, Mateo. Déjate el bigote, se te ve bien.
What's the plan here, Lalo? I think it's hitting me right now. He's gonna use his body. That's why I told him to shave, keep the mustache.
Do you have any cash for the taxi?
Crap, all I got is $5.
Uber, yo. I know this is back in the day, though. Good old duffel bag with that cartel money.
Think the cabbie will break 100?
Yeah, she saw that before, too. She's bringing it with her. God, I love Kim. She's just gonna chuck it. Chuck it. You can sell that on eBay for thousands. Back with the ants. They must have really enjoyed what they did last season with the ice cream. That's the one they got a frying pan with the grease. The twins. How does Gus survive this with Lalo out there? And him thinking that Lalo was dead.
We are on the verge of chaos. But who did this? When Vargas found, we'll know who he was working for.
Stone Cold Killer. Mike! The man, the myth, the legend himself, Mike. Huge fan of Mike over here.
I could go down there and get Varga, bring him home safe. There's ways to do it on the quiet.
Speak your mind.
Loyalty goes both ways. When all is said and done, the kid deserves your respect.
He has it.
Now he dies.
Is there more you wish to say?
Mike is fighting for him right now.
Detective, Miss Khalil.
I've been calling you for 2 days.
Oh, my girl's out sick.
I am asking for an emergency hearing to alter the terms of De Guzman's release.
Sounds like a blast. Unfortunately, I'm booked solid.
The address he gave, it's a Dairy Queen in Altamonte. The family that showed at the bail hearing can't be located.
I think the family was fake, and I think you knew it the whole time.
Hold up, let's just get real for a second here.
He's not the one on trial here,
You
okay?
say my guy ran, I say he's got 7 million reasons for showing up when he's legally required to do so. You got investigators, you got the whole damn police force, and it's my fault you can't keep track of Lalo. That is not my job.
Lalo? Who's Lalo?
He got wrapped up in it.
I have more than one client.
Lalo. That little slip up. Potential safety. I don't know if I trust this place. I feel like they're letting us know like something is looming, but making us feel safe at the same time with no one else appearing on screen. See? Is somebody watching him right now? Okay. Hey, they're helping him.
I'm at the motel. No one saw me but the lady who runs it.
Alright. We're working on getting you out. It's gonna take a couple of days. I'll call you when our guys are set up. Stay out of sight. Eladio put a price in your head. Anyone comes through that door, you shoot. You got it?
Shots, man, I tell ya. So well
There you
done.
go.
May I please have some more lemonade?
No, you drank about a gallon already.
Please, Pop.
Come on, Pop Pop. Time to go to work. Damn. You know he's struggling with it. He wants to help.
Hi, I called about a tour.
Oh, if you'll follow me to the members' lounge.
You and I are standing on hallowed ground. 5 presidents have played on our...
Oh shit, everybody's there.
Can I have a sec, please?
Kevin, hey, how's it going?
Get rid of him.
I'm so sorry, but I've just been reminded that in fact we have a 2-year waiting list.
2 years? Wow.
They're acting like he didn't just see what went down.
Mr. Goodman,
Goodman, the name. The second you heard it, everything turned on a dime.
Question.
Here it is, folks. Anti-Semitism, alive and well, right here in Albuquerque.
Sir,
Sounds like a lawsuit.
many Jewish members.
Oh, good. Here it is, violence. It always comes to this.
Mr. Wachtel, please.
Come on, Kev. Go to hell, you blind sack of shit.
Mr. Goodman, I don't know what to say. That is not...
I wouldn't be a member here.
Is he gonna write out another thing before? Like a senior's home? What is he doing?
I swear it's nothing I did, but one of your toilets is...
I'll take care of it, sir.
Okay, it's the middle one.
Hamlin. Here they come. What is he doing?
Anyway, on the topic of your hiring binge,
Hardly a binge.
what would you call it?
Hey,
Fair enough.
Howard?
What?
Drugs,
That's the
cocaine.
first time I've seen one of those, unfortunately.
Well, where did it come from?
Didn't it just fall out of your locker?
I'll tell you later. Here they come.
What if they figure out it's baby powder?
They won't.
So it wasn't even real. He's definitely looking at him differently now.
Maybe this was all too subtle.
Nope. Not too subtle. Perfect.
Whew. Wallow is coming. That was an incredible shot, too.
I'm gonna need a minute. Nobody's waiting for you, big stuff.
Wow. Be nice.
You know who he is? Hector.
Hector, are you awake? You have another telephone call.
¿Reconoce mi voz?
There it is.
Que se chingue bolsa, que se chingue Eladio, porque voy para el norte.
¿Qué pasa? ¿Tiene una idea?
Sí hay una prueba.
There is?
Adiós, tío.
Bye, Uncle.
I changed my mind. I'm not going.
And?
Just give him his money.
There's no refunds, asshole.
I told you. Be nice.
You knew it was coming.
Amigos, lo siento, pero van a tener que encontrar otra manera de llegar al norte.
He's got his money back.
Usted encárguese que todos reciban su dinero.
Man of the people, give them their money back also. They'd still be breathing right now if they just gave the money back. Everybody's in trouble, especially Nacho. And that is the first episode. I don't want to see the preview, even though I'm pretty sure I'm going to be jumping into the next episode within minutes here. So, yeah, let me slide on over. That episode was absolutely fantastic. I loved it. But, yeah, all right, guys. That was Better Call Saul, Season 6, Episode 1, Wine and Roses. And I don't know about you guys, but I really enjoyed this episode. It was like pretty much like we just jumped right back into things where we left off, because they left us off on one hell of a cliffhanger last season after that assassination attempt on Lalo. Everything went to shit though, obviously, but we know Nacho played a major part in it. We saw everything, like the lock, him running away, and then everybody that was innocent there got killed. Partly because of him, he is now to blame. Lalo knows, everybody knows. Don Eladio has put out a hit on Nacho's head. Nacho might be the most wanted man in this show right now. Never mind, obviously we haven't come across Walter White just yet, who becomes like the world's most wanted man, but as of right now, he might just be the most wanted. So I definitely feel bad for Nacho because I really do like his character, and I am a gamer as well, so even before I started this series, I already knew of him from Far Cry 3, and I think anybody that's ever played a video game knows of him from that series, from that game as well, which, yeah, he played a freaking incredible villain there. If you guys have never played that, highly recommend, but I'm sure if you're watching this, you're on Season 6 now, you've heard from somebody up until now who Nacho is, and, yeah, what he's done in the past, but back to the show. I really enjoyed this episode. Like I was saying, just jumping right back into things after how long we've had to wait. I don't even know how long it's been, over a year? Like, it's been way too long, man. And I know they are only 10 episode seasons also, so it's going to go by quick, but a lot went down. I said it during the episode. I'm going to say it again here, though. I am not on board with taking down Howard or Cliff. They do not deserve it. Like, Cliff especially, he was always good to Jimmy, always good to Saul, whatever you want to call him. I guess we might as well stick with Saul. He's officially Saul Goodman now, but he was always good to him. I like Cliff. Even when he was exiting a few seasons back, what was it? I think season 2, when Jimmy basically got himself fired because he wanted to keep the bonus or whatever. And then Cliff was asking him straight out, he's like, what did I do wrong to you? Did I ever mistreat you here? He's like, no. And then when he was leaving, Jimmy was like, for what it's worth, Cliff, you're actually a good guy. So why is he trying to screw him over here? Maybe it's not so much Cliff as it is Howard, but Howard's been through it enough as well, with the bowling balls over the fence onto his Namaste car, smashing it to pieces. But I guess you got to put it back together unless it's a brand new car, same license plate. But then he was accosted by hookers while he was at lunch with Cliff. Cliff is always there also. Cliff does not deserve it. I actually like Howard. Like, I understand the first season, maybe season 2. I don't know. I got to go back and watch, but pretty much I only really disliked him for the first season. And then after that, we realized it was all Chuck. It wasn't really Howard at all. Howard was, I guess, just the mouthpiece for Chuck, the one that was basically taking the fall for him every single time because Chuck didn't want to do it himself, involving his relationship with Jimmy and kind of stepping on Jimmy, kind of keeping him down, you know? So Howard was always the one that got blamed, but he wasn't the one to blame for all that. That's why I kind of like Howard now, and from what we've seen ever since, especially since Chuck's passing, we saw how broken up and how shaken up he was in regards to Chuck's death. So I don't know. I'm just definitely on Team Howard now. I'm a fan of his character, so I don't want to see him treated like this anymore. He's already been pranked enough and screwed over enough. Now they're coming for the man's life. Like, oh my God, his career, his reputation, everything based on those drugs right there too. And you saw how confused he was in that scene. Jimmy, I gotta say, quick thinking there. That's a whole nother discussion I gotta have too. With that whole golf club scene there, that was pretty freaking awesome. Jimmy went off, but with Kevin Whitell also there, I think it's Kevin Whitell, but where do I start with that whole thing? I might as well just stick with Howard before I jump to what actually took place before that. But with Howard, with the drugs falling out the locker, that was so slick the way I didn't even realize what the exact plan was. They kind of kept us in the dark for most of it, with Saul sneaking in there, and then quick thinking, he knew they were coming. Kim warned him, and then he threw off his clothes right away. We saw him getting undressed. I'm like, what the? He's not even supposed to be there. He was already thrown out by then, and he's still there going along with the scheme. He's even told to bail, and he's still there going along with the scheme. He whips off the clothes, and then we just see him with the towel too, and then Howard almost caught him right there also. He's like, hey. And then he's just like with the towel, rubbing his head. He's like, hey. I still recognize his voice though, but I guess even though we didn't actually see it took place off screen, he did manage to have just enough time to slip the drugs in there in his locker. So when he opened the locker, it fell out, and Cliff saw the whole thing also, and he was questioning him. And Howard was being sincere in that moment. He's like, I don't know. Where could this possibly come from? Do you think it was one of the young people that worked here? And Cliff was just like, yeah, it could definitely be one of them. But then as he was leaving and they were looking through the binoculars, you could see that Cliff, he gave a look at, like, he was still looking at Howard as he drove away, like, this motherfucker just lied to me, and what is he up to right now? Is he caught up in drugs? I didn't even know this about this man. So, oh my God, they're going to ruin his reputation for Howard. They're going to ruin his career. I feel like by the end of the season, Howard's going to be screwed over. But I didn't say this at the start, but one of my predictions going into the season, at least for myself, is I don't think... Like, I know a lot of people have been predicting that Kim is going to die or something bad is going to happen there, but we did see at the very start. So this is where I'm kind of thinking too, like that flash forward. We saw that thing from I think it was the tequila that Kim kept from whenever they hustled those people before when she was out. I think, what was her name? Giselle. But yeah, she kept that. We saw that in the house. So did Saul keep that of hers, or was she still around? Because one of my predictions heading into this season was not that she was going to be killed off or anything like that, was that she was actually going to get busted and potentially sent to prison or sent to jail, or I guess it would have to be prison if it was going to be like a decent sentence. But that's where I think her story is going. Like she's going to go off. She's pretty much already gone to the dark side. She's gone off the deep end here. She may have gone too far already. I don't think she's coming back from this. Now that she's fully invested with this whole scheme to take down Howard also, yeah, I don't know. I think she might be done already. So I definitely thinking by the end of the season, she might be done in prison. But that flash forward that they showed us at the start, we didn't actually see Gene or whatever his alias was, his cover. We know his cover has been blown, but we saw his entire place being ripped apart, taken down. That has to be right after Breaking Bad though. So I don't know. These jump arounds, it's very interesting. And then the H.G. Wells book that we did see also, The Time Machine, it's so fitting. It's kind of like a Easter egg that was thrown in your face with the way this whole thing is being filmed and jumping around between past, present, and future. I am freaking loving it all, though. Oh, man, this episode was so good. I don't want to take up too much time here, though, because I do want to jump into the next episode. They actually released the first 2 episodes with like a premiere night, but yeah, for season premiere, the final season, I actually really enjoyed this. This was great. So yeah, I think I pretty much touched on everything already anyway, at least the main stuff with Howard and Cliff and Saul and Kim. But the stuff with Nacho, man, I didn't really bring up Mike and Gus. Like, Gus does not really give a fuck about Nacho at this point. And that's why one of my other predictions going into the season, not only was Kim getting locked up by the end of it, was also going to be the death of Nacho. I really like his character, man. I've kind of already touched on that. I think he is a fan favorite at this point. I don't think that's a hot take by any means. Like, I'm not saying anything off the wall, too crazy here. A lot of people like Nacho. I'm rooting for him so much right now. I also really like Lalo as well, who's clearly coming for his head. But, man, Nacho, I think he's done. What else can be said about that? Like, Lalo's on the warpath. He's pretending to be dead right now. Mike is doing everything he possibly can to save his life. Like, even when Nacho, I didn't realize the call was coming into Mike. We saw late in the episode when he was actually with his granddaughter, playing with her. And those scenes kill me too, because we know Mike's ultimate fate in the show through Breaking Bad. So seeing those scenes every single time, and his relationship with his granddaughter, like he is a great grandfather, but knowing what actually happens to him, those scenes, they hit you in the feels, man. But during that, while that was actually taking place, we saw the call come in. I actually thought it was going to be work, like, hey, we found Nacho, take him out. But it was actually Nacho himself reaching out to Mike, I guess asking for help or letting him know the situation, what exactly went down. And I guess just reaching out, like, hey, can you help me out here? But Mike, after already going to Gus kind of saying, no, like, leave it be. We're not extending anymore. But he did. Nacho is getting some help as well. Like, when he went to the actual hotel, there was the envelope there with the gun, the money, the cell phone and everything. But one of the calls that he made to Mike, that scene was rough, man, because Mike wants to help so bad. He actually likes Nacho. You can tell that. And he knows his father's life, Nacho's father's life, is in jeopardy also. But I feel like if Nacho is inevitably, oh my God, killed off, I don't even think his father's going to be in danger. I don't know if Gus will go that far, taking him out if Nacho's actually killed off. Also, at that point, I don't think he really has to. But we also know Gus is big on, like, covering up everything. So, I don't know. It's crazy because I feel like Mike really wants to help Nacho. And he might even do something to the displeasure or disapproval of Gus, but we already know from Breaking Bad that whatever he does, if he eventually does do something to help Nacho, he's going to reconcile with Gus because his life's not going to be in danger from it. Gus's life isn't going to be in danger from it. Lalo's coming for them both, Nacho and Gus. We don't know where Lalo is at the start of Breaking Bad or throughout the course of Breaking Bad. We don't know where Nacho is throughout the course of Breaking Bad. We don't know where Kim is. She's not even mentioned throughout the course of Breaking Bad. At least we can say with Nacho and Lalo, they're at least mentioned one time. We all know the scene I'm talking about, but oh my God. 9 episodes to go, and then we find out their ultimate fates. I was a little bit worried too. They had me on edge a couple times that they were actually going to take Nacho out this episode right here. So yeah, the way it was being filmed too, as he was like going inside the hotel, that kind of creeped me out or freaked me out a little bit. It really seemed like something was looming, like his death is looming. Maybe that's what it is. His death is looming. Eventually, hopefully I'm wrong because I don't want to see him die, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. If I was a betting man, I would put the house down on him being killed off before the end of the season. Hopefully not, though. You guys let me know your guys' thoughts on that. As always, definitely let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments down below. If you guys can like and subscribe, it really helps my channel grow. Till next time, I am out. Enjoy your day. Better call Saul. Peace.
Well, I didn't smoke enough for you, didn't drink enough for you, wasn't fun enough for you, wasn't good enough for you, damn. You play me like a yo-yo and shit. Well, I'm not the one to be yo-yo, and when you put that shit on me, then I watch you leave. Let you back in, you came back in and shit on me. Drag me along for